Hi guys, welcome to DST Ghana GDG Accra event, building Android apps with Kotlin. I'm not going to introduce the speaker, but I'm Shadrach Inusa, GDG Accra lead, and I'm here with my other colleagues. They are my colleagues from the DSC. I'm here with Edwin and his colleagues, so I will invite Edwin in for Edwin to introduce his colleagues to us all. So I hope, Edwin, you are getting ready, right? So let me get Edwin in. I wasn't able to get in here with my other colleagues, but they are up with another event somewhere else with WTM. So I think I will be representing GDG Accra here for now. And I'll hand over to DSC Ghana with Edwin introducing the colleagues. Yeah, so Edwin. Hi, Edwin.
Hi, Shadrach.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Shadrach.
Yeah, sure. So Edwin, I think we are good to go. You can introduce your colleagues to the entire community, to all those who are watching you from Ghana, Nigeria, and all over Africa and across the world.
So as he rightfully said, my name is Edwin. I'm the DSC lead for the University of Ghana. And as you know, this is a collaboration event between many DSCs within Ghana and GDG Accra. So with me here, we have Susu Alfred, who is the DSC lead for All Nations University, and Benjamin, who is the DSC lead for the University of Education, Winneba. And we also have George, the DSC lead for Dominion University.
Sure, that's great. So we have about 5 DSC leads from Ghana representing their communities here, and we hope to be giving you more events from DSC GDG Accra. We hope to be giving you more events, and yes. So without wasting much time, we will have to kick off with the event. So Edwin, I think it's time for you to introduce our speaker for the events to kick off here. So I'll be leaving everything in your hands now. See you guys at the end of the event. Thank you.
Thank you too. Today's speaker is in the person of Sadat Aliu. She's an Android developer. She's very skilled. She has over 3 years of experience in building Android apps. And she's also the CEO / co-founder of Shamrock Innovations. She's the former DSC lead for Federal College of Agricultural Produce Technology in Nigeria from 2018 to 2019. She's a Facebook Developer Circles lead and a GitHub Education Campus expert. Today, she's going to give a talk on building Android apps with Kotlin. And as you heard, she's a very important person. So we're very privileged to have her here speaking to us. So without further ado, I'd like to invite Sadat to give her presentation.
Thank you very much for that, Edwin. Yeah, I think you did more of the introduction, so I think we'll just get started on it. Let me share my screen first, please. So my talk for today is about building Android applications with Kotlin. It's more of a talk actually, and because I think it's for getting started and stuff. So there's so many things like we need to say before we deep dive into the coding aspect, which I think managed to say. But so what I want to talk about today more is mostly is about why you should use Kotlin for Android development and why is it so important for now and stuff. So as you can see that Java is mostly widely is the most widely used language for Android development currently, for native Android development, but it actually doesn't mean that it's the best choice, and most people find it like to be verbose and old, and also it's been very slow to modernize. And so Kotlin is basically a worthy alternative. So OpenJDK developers are starting to bridge the gap between the Java 8, but Android doesn't use all the features of Java 8. So developers are still lagging behind Java 7 and 6. Um, that's not going to improve much of the foreseeable future. That's where Kotlin comes in. So there are other JVM languages you could try to use Android, but Kotlin offers integration with Android Studio, Google Primary IDE for Android. If you don't know what Android Studio means, and also, so this is just the overview. But firstly, I want to talk about Java and why not Java for this. So if you have been using Java for some time, maybe decades, you understand, you'll be very extremely familiar with it, and you might know like everything about it. And when a new language comes to town and someone tells you to switch it, and you might feel like you might be a bit skeptical, but actually, to me, I wasn't being skeptical because Java was just something like I have passion for Android development, so um, I have passion for Android development, so I was just using Java because there's no way, there's nothing to do actually. I have to use it. But so when Kotlin came in, I just grabbed it also. But I was full Kotlin developer from last year. I think 2019 was when I started using Kotlin fully. But so I wasn't being skeptical. But for most people, might be skeptical about it. But but we've been using Java for quite long time, for over 4 years. I, I was interested in, sorry, some people might not find it interested in switching away from Java, but why, why do you need to switch? So this is what I'm going to talk about now. So firstly, Java is old. It's one of the most usable languages, and, but the Java the Java support for Android, like for lambdas, method reference streams, private resources. Uh, we see that you have to use like the Java the time API from the old Java 6 7 world. So that means that there is nothing new come away in using the Android Java for Android for now. So there are some third party ways to backport some of these features using tools such as Springs backward, etc. But that's the hassle. Android will also made some bold attempts to support some of the Java 8 features using the Jack compiler, but most of those are only usable if you target minimum SDK version of 24. Something really considering how few Android version updates have become. So also Java is error prone, so one of the biggest I think flaws in Java is the way that it handles null, leading to dreaded null pointer exception. So if you're an Android developer and you're using Java, you know this might be your biggest headache, the null pointer exception. So it is one of the most common reasons for crashes in Android applications. In fact, it's almost impossible to have an app in production that is single null pointer exception. So annullability is an even bigger problem for Android. Null is a very efficient and simple way of representing the absence of value, and Android uses it in its frameworks and API. It's not good that Java makes it more difficult for programmers to handle it. So Kotlin to the rescue, I guess. So all these issues that these are some of the cons, actually not all the cons of using Java and Android development. There is verbosity, too much long codes in developing Android applications. But yeah, so with Kotlin now, which JetBrains created one of the most popular IDEs, which is IntelliJ IDEA, as well as Android Studio, which Google found as the standard IDE for Android development. It understood the pain developers basically face in day-to-day development workflow, and with Kotlin, it has attempted to address this. So JetBrains uses Kotlin in production to develop its own product, so it's unlikely that the language will suddenly be abandoned. Kotlin takes a pragmatic approach approach by not including features such as having its own view system or package manager because open source tools such as Gradle and Maven already handle this well. So another pragmatic approach for Kotlin was to not to implement the entire Java collection frameworks that will never be easy and stuff blah blah blah. So also, one of the another huge benefit of Kotlin is that most of its language design decisions focus on maintaining backward compatibility with many Java and Android projects. So, for example, Kotlin still supports Java 6 bytecode because more than half Android devices still runs on it. So, why Kotlin for Android now? So, Kotlin is like 100% interoperable with Java. I love one of the things that I think I love with Kotlin when I started seeing it because getting to know when I started like learning trying to learn Kotlin and then how to migrate fully, I was like, okay, migrating fully will be it will take time. But as I was learning Kotlin, I was able to implement it in my project without any problems in it. So you can call Java code. So how it works is like you can call Java code from Kotlin and vice versa seamlessly. Both Kotlin and Java generate the same bytecode. So there is no fear that you're shipping something completely different in Kotlin. That means you can start using Kotlin in your existing project. So in your existing project with all your Java code right away. Start by writing some simple and small part of your applications in Kotlin as you start getting familiar with the syntax and stuff, and then eventually you can port 100% to Kotlin. So, like how I started using the Kotlin for small parts of the live project, include some of the UI components and simple business logics. Uh, I built some applications with maybe 4% of Kotlin, and that's how it's it. So this mix of Java and Kotlin code is working well, and this interoperability is truly a blessing to me. I find it amazing. So this is just a screenshot of how you can just create a class with the Android Studio. As you have already one class in Java, you can just come and create another class in Kotlin, and then you call your own classes. So using non-printer exceptions tool. This means that no more non-printer exceptions there because it's been a major time investment to fix all the non-printer exceptions that have come up as guarding your code with no checks everywhere. So wherever you have to create something, you have to avoid all those errors. You have to be guarding your code with log checks to see, and it's very time consuming and a lot of bubbles and a boring task actually. With Kotlin, you didn't need to worry about all those pointer exception errors because non-safety is baked into Kotlin time system. It's so nice to catch no pointer exception compile time without crashing up in a runtime. So how does this work in like a practice? So by default, all variables are null. If you want a nullable variable, you mark it with the question mark sign. Suppose you have a string variable and you're trying to assign a value to it, like for example this str, which is a string, and which says Kotlin is awesome. So if you change it and say, okay, str string is a null, you might have a compilation error, which says that uh, compilation error. But what if you want it to be, you can be able to change it to null. So you can have the var str with the string and then you add the question mark sign and just say, okay, Kotlin is awesome. Later, if you change it to null, it will still compile because this question which is called the null safety sign, you just check sign. It's just telling you that okay, the string, this particular variable can take a null value. So and it will work perfectly. So here the first one, the compiler fails to compile instead of giving the message null. But in the second aspect, it compiles well. But you still must be careful while accessing this variable with this type system in place. It will be very difficult for not pointer exceptions to occur for basically. And okay, yeah. So ID and keynote support. Yeah, there is a great ID and keynote support for it to have a very little worry about the keynote support because well established that just means back it specializes in creating some of the most used IDE in the world. In Android Studio, all you have to do is get the first class Kotlin support, install the plugin, uh, that's simple. And all of Android Studio IDE features work perfectly with Kotlin. You can mix and match Kotlin and Java code in the same project, and everything still works great. The IDE
Hello,
features.
Sadat.
Hello.
Bit of feedback from your microphone, so could you check your sound?
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. Please, can you hear me? My mic is
Better now.
okay. Okay. Sorry
Thank
about that. So I was just talking about the IDE support. So another amazing feature that the Kotlin plugin brings to Android Studio is the convert Java file to Kotlin. So if you are already like writing your code in Java, you can, or if for just for practical sake, you can be able to just convert your Java code and see how it will look like in Kotlin, or you can convert every your whole project to Kotlin if you just want to convert all your projects. So it's one of the great features you can see in Android Studio. So,
you.
and yeah,
The issue
let's
is still there, so could you check again?
okay. Am I? Can you hear me? Am I audible now?
Yeah, but there's a bit of issue with your microphone. There's some feedback coming in.
So what about now?
Now,
Please, if you can hear me, just let me know, please.
we can hear you now.
Okay, so I guess I can continue.
I think you can continue.
Okay, so sorry for that, please. I think it's something wrong with my mic. So I was just on to the diversity of Java, and so with Kotlin you can be able to write less code, and less code means happy programmer. So you can be able to write significantly less code than you will ever write in Java. And fewer lines of code means smaller sizes for Kotlin compared to Java equivalents. So you will convert like several Java files from of different sizes into Kotlin using the Android Studio plugin. And you wouldn't have yet to find a case where the file size wasn't smaller after the conversion. So Kotlin is way more readable too. Once you understand the syntax, it's not verbose like Java. It's concise and reduce a lot of much of the boilerplate code that developers might write every day. So, like for instance, this on-click listener in Android app, while you're trying to use the on-click listener in building an Android application, So for view, for example, maybe it's a button or text view, anything. So for Java, this is what you have to do. This is the code in the left hand side, and for Kotlin, this is the same thing that you do uh, in Kotlin. This is how simple and tight the syntax is. So you can check more examples on that, but this is just something that I have picked to just show you an example. So, but this is just there's a lot more things you can see when you are writing, comparing Java to Kotlin when it comes to conciseness. So with this, actually, I'm just going to like say that okay, but for you to get started in developing Android applications with Kotlin, there are some of the resources I think they are very um, good to get started. Want to learn Kotlin, go for Kotlin Bootcamp for programmers. Udacity is a free course, and I think it's go in depth. But that is if you have at least the basic knowledge. If you're an Android developer, yes. If you're an Android developer, it will help a lot. But even if you are not, you can just understand because it's basically just the example in the Kotlin Bootcamp for programmers mostly is for Android applications. But if you want to, you can check the Kotlin kotlinlang.org and learn the pure Kotlin. And then the second one is developing Android applications with Kotlin and Udacity also. So I think this one is more of the in-depth and it's amazing. And if you are on and up for paid course, you can go for the nano degree and get your certificates. It is amazing. Thank you very much. I don't know if there is any questions regarding what I've said or if there is a regarding developing Android applications for Kotlin. Any questions that we can be able to?
Sad, I think you can move on. If yeah, you can move on. We take the questions. That's getting to the end or end of the event somewhere in the 30 minutes time.
Any questions that we can be able to?
Okay, thank you very much, Sadat.
A question from Samuel Wilson, uh, which says, "Can I get started with Kotlin if I'm not so familiar with Java?" Yes, yes, 100% actually. Just for people that have already are familiar with Java, they might find it, being skeptical about writing using Kotlin. But for people that are already don't even know Java and stuff, it's perfectly amazing. You can definitely get started. And then if you love the language, please. And very language is a modern language, so it's easier to even learn in modern Java. So the comparison actually is just for those that know Java with because it's actually the one that people know a lot about in developing Android applications. That's why I give a lot of comparison with it. But definitely you can get started with no prior knowledge to Java.
Okay, guys. So we're supposed to get some few practicals, but due to some few network challenges, that's why we are not able to get the practicals. Sorry, very sorry.
I don't know if there is any more question. Um,
Okay, so I think we don't have much questions. Edwin, can you take over with your colleagues? Edwin, steady jump. And then also, I think since Sadat is done, due to some few network challenges at the end, we will be having a steady jump. DSC Ghana will be having a steady jump on Kotlin, and there will be a certificate attached to it as well. So you are going to get certificates for the steady jump, and Edwin will say a little about it. But thank you very much, Sadat, for passing through. Edwin, I don't know who is to do the rest. So if you can call the person in, let me bring the person out.
So if George is currently here, I'd like to invite George to talk a bit on the study jam and also give the closing remark.
Can you take over with your colleagues? Okay, George, you are in now. So let's hear from you.
Summarize, 25%. You need to give yourself an opportunity to be nice.
So, hello, George. I think since Sadat is done, okay, so I think we don't have much questions. Edwin, can you take over with your colleagues? George, can you? Okay, so thank you very much, Sadat, for passing through. We really appreciate you coming through once again. This is an awesome event with Kotlin. So we were actually planning, we have a little discussion on this session so we can get few people who are interested to take the main Kotlin study jam, if I'm right, Edwin. So the main Kotlin study jam. So this was to do a little introduction so that we can get those who are interested in that, which they will be awarded with some certificates, DSC, here, DSC, All Nation University College, or All Nation University is here, DSC, Dominion University College is here, and we have DSC, yes, DSC University of Education Kumasi is also here. So let's know those who are interested in joining the study jam. If you are interested and you want to join the study jam, let's hear from you. I'm putting in a form here. If you are interested, just fill in the form. Then we will take it from there. But DSC Ghana will be having another event coming on again next 2 weeks. So Edwin, you can plan on that. Next 2 weeks, DSC Ghana is having another event. Sorry for the technical hitches that we had on the Kotlin. Really sorry for this, but we are hoping the next event is going to be awesome. We're really sorry for the technical hitches, as I said earlier on. Then we were to have practicals, as I said earlier on. We were to have some few practicals, but due to the technical hitches that we are facing, we couldn't have the practicals. But guys, we promise you the next event is going to be awesome. Yes, it's really going to be awesome, and we will bring in Sadat one again to work on that as well. Yes, so those who are interested, this is the link. I've just dropped the link in the chat. Kindly fill the form if you are really interested. There is certificates going to be awarded on that. You are going to learn how to develop your first application in Kotlin as well, and you'll be awarded with certificates from the Developer Student Club community. So just feel free to fill the form. If you don't know anything, yes, sure, you can equally join if you don't know anything about the Kotlin. If you don't know anything about Kotlin, I think Edwin will tell you much. There is a practical session. There is a platform you are going to use. You'll be developing from scratch. So Edwin, you can take it from here.
Okay, so with the Kotlin Study Jam, we have 2 tracks. The first one is
check
for
your
complete
sound,
beginners.
Edwin. You are muted.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, Shadrach. Hello, Shadrach.
Edwin, check your sound. You are muted.
Hello, Shadrach, can you hear me now? Hello?
I think Edwin is, we are not hearing Edwin. Yes, so you'll be having practical session as well. Yes, can we have practical sessions? Yes, you'll be having practical session as well on this particular study jam that DSC Ghana is planning to have for you guys. You'll be having practical sessions, so you don't need to worry. You'll be having practical session to prepare you develop your first application and your first Android application in Kotlin. So you'll be having practical session as well. Yeah. So you will develop your applications. Don't worry, it's going to be very easy. You develop nice applications and you'll get your certificate as well. Oh, okay. Sorry. So Edwin, you can take over. I think I wasn't hearing you because I changed my earpiece. So you can take over. Sure, Edwin, you can take over.
Thank you, Shadrach. So with the study jam, that's the Kotlin study jam, we have 2 tracks. The first one is for complete beginners. So if you've never done any work with Kotlin, if you've never worked with Java, you can take that track. And then we also have the track for people with prior knowledge. So if you've done some work with Android, if you're already a skilled Android developer, you can take that track so that you'll be able to shift towards Kotlin. And with the tracks, you are going to have a lot of resources there. A lot of resources have been provided in the form of videos and documents and exercises. So once you complete those resources and you're able to build an Android app, you get a certificate at the end. So that's DSE. DSE will give you a certificate at the end of the study jams.
Yeah, George, are you okay now? Is your network okay now for you to give us a closing remark? So guys, we are really sorry for the technical hitches once again. The link is not clickable. Wow. Okay, I'm coming. Let me get the link again. Else, you can copy the link as well. And okay, let me. I think this link should work. You can copy the link as well. You can type it in as somewhere as well. So Sue, Alfred, are you there? Alfred, are you there? George, are you there? Alfred, George, are you guys there? Okay, so Edwin,
Yeah,
I think
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, sure, awesome. So you can give us the closing remarks, then we will just end it from here. We will just plan for the steady jump, and sorry for the technical. So we had technical inches. We are not supposed to close by now, but due to some few technical inches. So sorry, guys. So Alfred, you can give us the closing remarks. Then I think we can all fill the form if you are interested in the steady jump. Yes, so Alfred, we are listening to you. Those who are interested in joining the study.
Okay, so on behalf of DSC Ghana and GDG Accra, I'd like to thank you all for coming to this meeting. And I'd like to thank Sadat for a full presentation. I think we've all learned a lot about Kotlin, and I hope to see everybody here for the Kotlin jams in our subsequent events. So I think after this meeting, we can all fill the link, and then from there, we'll start with the Kotlin jams. So if you're a beginner, you can join. If you also have some prior knowledge, you can join. And then aside that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. And I hope to see you next time.